Hi, I'm Matt, also known as the Swinglishman. I do ink and pencil drawings in my spare time and post up videos of them here on my YouTube channel. In this week's Weekly Roundup, I've got a few different things to cover, one of which is a current book that I find myself flicking through quite a lot and getting inspired by quite a lot this week. Another couple of artists that I found and have kind of fallen in love with this week as well. And also a little bit of behind the scenes and housekeeping stuff to keep you up to date with the things that I'm doing off camera and what I'm hoping to present to you in the near future. Okay, so let's jump straight in with the book that I'm currently going through. So the book that I've been recently flicking through and drawing inspiration from is this one, Rendering in Pen and Ink by Arthur L. Guptill. This is a veritable treasure trove of information when it comes to drawing with pen and ink, funnily enough. And it's amazing, it's packed full of loads of information, techniques, drawing inspiration, and concepts to think about when you're going about drawing in pen and ink. So the book starts off with some kind of really elementary information, like what kind of materials to be using and very basic drawing techniques to get you used to and in more control of the pens and ink that you'll be drawing with. Then it goes into more kind of like the concepts of what to think about when you're putting together a picture. So once you've got the basics down, you then start thinking about things like composition and light and texture and layers and all this kind of thing. And it goes into really a lot of detail onto each of these different elements. One thing I would say is, in terms of the material sections at the beginning, this book was first published, I think, back in 1976. And so, yeah, it's really, in terms of like the pens that they're recommending, it's kind of dip ink pens with nibs and everything. So a lot of the information in the book, like directly translatable into just kind of like fine liner pens as well. So yeah, an absolutely amazing book, packed full of information. If you go from cover to cover, you've pretty much got a pretty well-rounded education in kind of drawing with ink and what to think about and concepts to bear in mind when doing that. Rendering in Pen and Ink, a 2 thumbs up from me. I would highly recommend the book if you're really into kind of, yeah, drawing with pens and ink. Go figure. Right. Next, onto a couple of artists that I found. This week when I was scrolling through social media, I came across 2 artists, and actually I went on a bit of a tangent this week, and rather than like pen and pencil drawing and things like that, I found myself looking at a whole load of printmakers. And 2 of the printmakers that really stood out that I saw on Instagram specifically were Bradley Blair and Molly Lemon. Bradley Blair, what I really like about this guy is that is his style of prints that he makes. Like the pictures, the style of the image and everything is amazing. And that's what immediately stood out when I saw his pictures coming up on my feed. And then having a look and taking a closer look at the way he goes about making his prints was really interesting to me, because in my head, printmaking I had as this kind of like super complex thing where you need like lino blocks or specific materials and like gouges and all this kind of stuff and like a big press and all this kind of thing. But from what it seemed on his Instagram page, it definitely seems like he's using, you know, much more kind of readily accessible materials for doing the prints that he makes and getting amazing results, still with relatively simple, from what I can see, materials for making prints. And the second artist that I want to talk about is Molly Lemon. Again, another printmaker. And I was really interested to see her technique of using the same kind of carving for the print, but printing one layer of color and then adding to the carving and then printing another layer with the added elements of the picture in the print, if that makes sense. I'll show some videos so it does. But yeah, it was amazing to see the technique of like having one picture, but it's multiple color layers, and you have to really kind of think about the picture, the final product, as you're going through the different stages and different layers and everything. And the way that she does it, it just looks absolutely amazing. It's super interesting technique and amazing prints at the end. So again, 2 thumbs up from me, amazing. Molly Lemon on Instagram. And to wrap up the video, just a quick few notes on what's happening behind the scenes. So I'm currently working on putting together a website with a bit more information about me and what I do as an artist. Also on the website, I have plans to post up regularly a blog, talking in another way with another kind of perspective on the work that I do and the things that I'm currently thinking about and working through with my pictures that I draw, something like that. And then also some of you who've taken a look on my Instagram, maybe, then you'll see that actually I've archived all of my posts. What with this kind of restart in this YouTube channel and taking it a little bit more seriously and posting regularly, I wanted to kind of do also a kind of reset on Instagram. I don't know whether that was a good idea. I don't know what that does for the algorithm and all this kind of thing. To be honest, I don't really care. I wanted to restart, so I archived everything. And then I would be, in my head, it's like a fresh start. It's like a clean blank. It's got that new Instagram feed smell. So yeah, I'll be posting up again regularly soon. Again, to show another perspective on my work, some more behind the scenes kind of thing, how I set up cameras and lights and everything for recording maybe, and also some other aspects of what I do for drawing. And actually, I kind of wanted to ask you a question, and you can let me know in the comments down below what you think. Like, is Instagram still the best place? This is the kind of infamous $1 million question at the moment. Is Instagram still a good place for posting videos or pictures of artwork? If it is, great. If not, then what other platforms are you all currently using? Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what kind of responses you have and what you think about the current state of Instagram. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. All right, so if you haven't already, check out the other 2 videos that I made this week. One was where I was practicing and ended up just doing a whole load of doodling. And the other one was kind of testing out using different thickness of fine line pens for creating an image with more depth. I don't think it worked that well. It's a little bit of a dud video. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't take it personally if you skip that one. Anyway, if you found this interesting, then give the video a like. And if you haven't already, and if you think I deserve it, then why not consider subscribing to the channel? I would really, really appreciate it. And every view, every comment, every like, every sub really means a lot. So thanks a lot, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh no, that's not my sign off. That's it. And as always, guys, trust the process. Be consistent. Peace. Can't believe I forgot my own sign off.